Welcome back to Classic Radio Drama Theater. In this episode, we present 4 distinct tales from radio's golden age. We'll explore the jarring collision of comedy and global crisis, the absurdity of celebrity creative endeavors, the hopeful confusion of anonymous matchmaking, and the escalating chaos of a poorly planned scheme. 4 unique shows, 4 captivating experiences, all in one episode. First up, you pull up a stool at Duffy's Tavern, for Archie tells everyone about world hunger. When news of devastating famine reaches the tavern, how will the everyday humor collide with this harsh reality?
Hello, Duffy's Tavern. Where do you eat meat to eat? Archie the manager speaking. Duffy ain't here. Oh, hello, Duffy. Yeah, pretty big crowd here tonight. Grogan, O'Flaherty, Murphy, McCaffrey, Gilhooly, Callahan, O'Houlihan. Just a second, Duffy. Somebody just came in. Oh, hello, Goldberg. Yeah. Oh, Kelly's here and Moriarty. By the way, you ought to see Moriarty. He's wearing a wig. Yeah, a toupee. Parted in the middle. Well, it fits him pretty good, but I think he's wearing it wrong. Well, the part runs from ear to ear. Yeah, I tried to tell him a secret and found myself whispering in his nose. Well, he looks pretty good. He's had on his new tropical suit. The one he stole in Florida. Yeah. Mrs. Moriarty? Yeah, she's with him. Looks great, too. Nice new dress, you know. Well, it's a little big on her, but, you know, when Moriarty grabs them things, he ain't got no time to look at sizes. Well, I'll call you back, Duffy. I'm very busy now. I'm up to my ears in work. Okay. Eddie, hand me that newspaper, will you? I want to check up and see how I'm doing on the stock market.
Okay, JP. Here you are.
Yeah, let's see. Up a quarter. Up a quarter.
You mean you made $50 already?
Guess I must have. Looks like this new system of mine is really working.
What's the system?
Well, you see, I analyze the margins against the trends, and if they fluctuate enough, I check them against the Dow Jones averages.
What's that?
Well, that's the Dow that Jones figures the stocks will average, you see. For instance, if you see here, industrials, high 206, low 205. Now, on the other hand, utils.
Utils?
Yeah, it's a term we use in the market. Means utensils. Holy cat. Utensils went down 3 points. Eddie, get me a gun and a tall building. I'm bankrupt.
Now, look, Plunger. You mean you actually got some money in these stocks?
Well, not actually, just mentally.
Oh, then you're still bankrupt.
Eddie, I fancy your insult.
Say, Archie, you know, you got a lot of nerve reading a newspaper on Papa's time.
What do you mean?
Well, you don't see Papa down here doing that.
Well, naturally, the stumblebum can't even read. But what's it any of your business, anyhow?
Well, in the first place, that stumblebum happens to be your boss. And in the second place, he's my own flesh and blood.
I know. Since he's been my boss, he's gaining the flesh and I'm losing the blood. And while we're on the subject, it wouldn't hurt your brains none to read the papers once in a while, neither.
Look who's talking. I'll have you know that I read the newspaper every day from top to bottom.
Well, maybe if you tried reading it from side to side, you'd learn something. Your idea of the biggest news story of the year was when Dick Tracy fell into the cement mixer.
And what's wrong with the comic strips?
Nothing, Miss Duffy. Read them all you want. But with a lot of important things going on, you should read the front pages once in a while, too. Especially these days when they're talking about you.
Talking about me in the paper? Where?
Right here in this article by Secretary Wallace. Every person in the United States will be asked to share with the starving peoples. Must be a misprint. Every person in the United States will be asked to share with the starving people of the world by contributing either food canned in tin or money to buy food.
But that don't mention me.
Oh, yes, it does. Every person in the United States will be asked to share. That's you, Miss Duffy. You and me and everybody else.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Good. No, I don't mean that you have to give up reading Dick Tracy or how many freckles Van Johnson's got, but I do mean that you should take an interest in other things, too, you know. There are too many people already who ain't got the slightest idea what's going on in the world.
Howard.
Oh, hiya, Finnegan. How are you?
Oh, I'm starved, Arch. I ain't had a thing to eat all day.
Why not?
Well, I never eat on an empty stomach.
Well, didn't you even have breakfast?
No, I wasn't hungry.
Well, how come?
Well, I think it's daylight saving time, Arch.
What do you mean?
I forgot to set my stomach ahead.
Now, wait a minute, Finnegan. If it's daylight saving time, you don't set your stomach ahead. You set your stomach back.
Archie, I'm afraid I must take issue with you.
In what respect?
Well, in daylight saving time, you push the clock ahead, not behind.
Finnegan, I can see that you never shot the sun with a sextet. Now, if you'll listen, I'll explain to you how the thing works.
Yeah?
You see, time goes westwards with the clouds. So if you happen to be taking a train from New York to Chicago, let's say, you'd go to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, and at 1 o'clock, they shove the clock ahead and take an hour away from you.
Well, what did I do with it, Arch?
They return it to you when you go back to New York in the fall. Anyway, as I was saying, when it's 2 o'clock in New York, it's, in Chicago, it's either 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock, see? Depending on which way you're going.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if, for instance, you're going west as far as Denver, then you lose a lot of time.
Why is that?
Well, on account of the solar system. You see, the sun has trouble getting over the mountains there.
Well, after all, Arch, no system is perfect.
Granted.
Yeah.
Now, where was we?
What?
Where was we?
Denver.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, leave us get on the train again now, Finnegan, and...
Do you mind if I go in the smoker?
What for?
I want to find out what time it is.
Finnegan, maybe we better change the subject. Now, what do you want to eat?
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, well, let's see. I think I'll have a bowl of noodle soup. Nice thick steak with French fried potatoes, some hot biscuits, some pie a la mode.
Finnegan, I think that hole in your head must have gone to your stomach. Look, ain't you heard what's going on in the world? That millions of people are starving?
Never heard a word about it, Arch.
That's right. I keep forgetting you've been out of the world. Look, remember when you and me used to go to PS4?
Yeah, Arch. I always wondered why.
Well, the reason was so that we could learn something.
We sure fooled them, didn't we? How about, what are you driving at, Arch?
Well, you remember we studied geography? You know that stuff about them other countries?
But, Arch, what's all this got to do with hot biscuits?
I'm sneaking up to it, Finnegan. Remember on a map there used to be a place called India?
India? Oh, that was the pink one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people are starving over there now, Finnegan?
How many?
75 million.
No, wait a minute, Arch. How do you know? Was you there?
No, but I happen to read about them things once in a while. And I'd like to tell you a story that I read, Finnegan. A story by a guy named Mule that I read in the Reader's Digest. This guy went over to India as a reporter. And some of the things that he's seen over there, well, if I tell you, maybe it'll take your appetite away a little.
Well, Mr. Merle, you've certainly come to Calcutta at a great time. This is the worst famine India's had in 400 years.
Yes, I know. I wouldn't have believed so much misery could go on in the world. How do you stand it, Captain?
Well, you have to develop a callousness. It sickens all of us when we first come over here, but We must steel ourselves or go out of our minds.
Food. Food, Sahib. A crust of bread, please.
Out of the way, beggar.
Oh, wait a minute, Captain. Can't you see? Oh, the woman is starving. Here's some money. You go buy yourself a meal.
But, Sahib, food. Please, food. No money. Food.
You see, Merle, there's no food to be bought.
But surely, Captain, someplace there must be food. The woman is dying.
And so are 75 million others in this country. Look at them. Look over there. The poor devils fighting over the swill in the garbage pails, just so they can live a little while longer.
It's unbelievable in this day and age.
Well, there you see it. They die here in the streets every day, by the hundreds.
Incredible.
Ghastly is a better word for it. And I've seen an awful lot of it, Merle, since I started working here with the civilian authorities. How would you like my job?
What's that?
Clearing the streets of dead bodies and burning them.
Must take a strong stomach.
Yes, it does. Look at that poor soul we were just talking to. Trying desperately to stay on her feet.
Yeah.
And soon she'll sink to her knees and crawl about, begging for food for the strength to rise again.
Food that never comes.
Yes. And soon even the strength to crawl is gone. Then she'll drag herself to a dark corner somewhere and wait for death.
And no one does anything to help?
Oh, we do everything we can. But unless the fat countries send us food right away, millions more will die in the next 3 months.
Is there anything I can do, Captain?
Yes. When you get back to the United States, let the people know the truth.
What's that?
A woman fighting with a dog. Fighting for her husband's dead body. Stand back. You see, when famine strikes in India, Mr. Merle, it's the dogs that grow fat. You'd better come to my office and have a drink. Oh, you're still shaking, Mr. Merle. You'd better have another drink.
Thanks, I will. You know, I'm no coward, Captain, but...
Oh, you needn't apologize. I see it every day. I'll have another drink, too. Well, it's 5 o'clock, feeding time.
Feeding time? But I thought...
That's what I want to show you. What happens to a famine relief station out here in India. Just outside.
Just a minute. Stand in line and wait your turn. Stand in line, I say.
Now, there you are, Merle. Over 2,000 people. And do you know what we've got to give them?
What?
1 bag of rice.
1 bag of rice for 2,000 people?
That's all we've been allotted.
But you can't stop a famine with a single bag of rice.
Naturally not. But that isn't our purpose right now. You see, the promise of a handful of rice attracts these poor devils from all over the province. It makes our job simpler.
I don't get you, Captain.
Well, most of them will die anyway, but bringing them here simplifies our job of collecting the dead.
Gee, Arch, that's a horrible story.
Finnegan, this ain't no story. This is a fact. This is what's going on over there right now. If you can eat after that, you got a cast iron stomach.
But, Arch, I'm only one guy.
I know you're only one guy, but Finnegan, multiply you by millions. No, that's too horrible a thought. What I mean is, if everybody did his bit, we could help them. And that story I told you, that's just one country, Finnegan. The same thing is happening all over Europe and Asia. 500 million people facing death by starvation in the next 3 months, unless guys like us, Americans, are willing to help them.
Say, Archie.
Oh, hello, Colucci.
Archie, I wanted you to do me a favor.
Oh, sure, Colucci. What is it?
Well, this letter just come from my boy, Tony, and, well, I can't read the English myself, so you read it to me, Archie, eh?
Oh, sure. Kid still overseas in the army, Colucci?
Oh, sure. He's a station in the old country.
Good old sunny Italy, huh?
Well, she used to be. You read the letter, please.
Okay, Colucci. Hey, he's a sergeant now, huh?
Oh, you betcha. Smart boy, my Tony. Pretty soon he's going to be a corporal.
Oh, good. Oh, leave us see what he has to say here. Dear Papa, I'm awful lonesome here tonight. What I wouldn't give to be back with you and Mama, listening to the radio after one of Mama's swell spaghetti dinners.
See.
Boy, will America look good to me when I get back, especially after what I've seen over here. I guess you've been reading about it in the papers, but reading about it and living with it is two different things. I never believed there was such poverty. Finnegan, listen to this. It's just what I've been talking about. Hundreds of people out in the fields scratching and poking at the barren earth. The lucky ones finding maybe some grass or a few roots. Old women older than Mama, hitched to their plows just like horses. And with them, the kids planting seeds. And when you look at their half-starved little bodies, you wonder if they'll still be alive when the harvest does come, or whether the earth that they're planting will soon be covering them. And then at night, you see them on their way home, hopeless and defeated, with hardly enough strength to pull their empty carts.
Well, Arch, ain't they even got horses?
Horses.
Horses? Long ago, the people, they eat them. Oh, go ahead, Archie. You read me some more, huh?
Okay, Coach. And every night, when we come home from chow, we see the same things. Kids and women and old men holding out empty pots and bowls, pleading for the leftover slop from our mess kits. That's why I ain't been eating so much these days, Papa. Tell Mama that's the reason I might have looked a little thin in the last picture I sent home. I wonder if the people in America know what's going on. I wonder how they'd feel if it happened to them.
Gee, Arch, that's silly. It couldn't happen here.
Finnegan, they didn't think it could happen there either.
That's right, Archie.
Oh, hello, Nick. I didn't see you standing there.
Yeah, I've been listening.
You know Nick the Greek, don't you, Colucci?
Oh, sure, we know.
Where is your boy, Mr. Colucci?
Why, he's a G.I. Joe.
Oh.
He's in Italy. That's right near your old country.
Italy. It's a shame. Italy, where once is so much singing and the people is so happy. It's a shame.
See?
Hey, Arch, what's with these two guys? I thought the Greeks and Italians didn't like each other.
What do you mean?
Well, wasn't they enemies during the war?
The war is over now, Finnegan. And remember, hunger, she don't know one nationality from another.
That's right. You see, Finnegan, today it ain't no longer dog eat dog. Today it's man feed man.
Oh, see, it's all right. The letter, she's a finish, Archie?
Not yet, Colucci. Says, God has been good to us in America, so for his sake, we got to help these people. We have plenty of food, enough to feed the whole world if we want to. So, Papa, talk to the people we know. Tell them to do it a little bit less themselves so that we Americans won't be found guilty of digging Europe's grave with our teeth. And tell them that unless we do help, we'll be digging our own graves because famine breeds fascism. And you know what that means. Well, Papa, it's nearly time for lights out now, so write me soon and give Mama a big kiss. Your bambino, Tony.
Gracias, Archie, gracias.
Well, Finnegan, does that get it through your thick skull what's going on?
Yeah, Arch, but what does he mean, famine breeds fascism?
Well, that means, well, suppose you was hungry, see? And some guy with a loud voice comes along and he says, follow me, bud, and I'll get you all of the food you want. What would you do?
Well, I'd follow him, Arch.
Sure. But before he gives you this food, see, suppose he says, look, you got to give up a couple of little things. Not much. Just the right to talk like you want to, the right to go whatever church you want to, the right to vote the way you want to. What would you do?
Well, gosh, Arch, if I was really hungry.
Touché. That's what Tony means. That's what's going to happen again, just like it did with Hitler and Mussolini, unless we do something about it first this time.
Sure, that's right. If we don't, the war we just finish. She's been a fight for nothing.
That's right, Colucci. And we can't waste time. These people have to have help right away. I know.
What do you mean, Nick?
I also got a letter from my sister in Greece. You like to hear what she said?
Yeah.
For the unhappiness these words bring to you, I ask forgiveness, but I write with a full heart. Your letter telling us of the wonderful package of food you had mailed came at a time when my husband Charles and I were desperate. You see, our little Alexander, your nephew whom you have never seen, was very ill. The doctor had done what little he could.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Varipapas, but the child is dying of malnutrition.
But doctor, you can't let him die. Our only child.
Oh, what can I do? Food is the only thing that will save him.
Tell me the truth, Doctor. How long can he go on this way?
I'm afraid I must be frank with you. A few days, maybe a week at the most.
Oh, then there is still hope, doctor. There is a package of food on the way from my brother in America.
Well, let's pray that the package will arrive in time.
It will arrive. It must. How we waited for your package, Nick. The package that meant life to our child. We waited day after day, days that seemed years, watching his little belly swell and the bones in his arms and legs draw the parched, sallow skin more tightly over them. We tried to be patient, Nick. I prayed. Finally, we could wait no longer. We had to make one more last desperate plea.
But you, the head of the United Nations Relief, certainly you must be able to do something.
I'm sorry, Mr. Varipapas. I wish I could help you, but you've already used up your allotment for the week.
But we need so little more to save our child.
Our only child, Mr. Smith. Please, just a little extra bread.
Yes, I know. Just a little extra bread. But that's our problem. It's not your child alone that needs just a little extra to save him. 9 out of every 10 children born in Greece this year are dying of the same thing, malnutrition.
It looks like the world has forgotten Greece.
Oh, it's not only Greece. It's happening in every war-torn country in the world. I'm very sorry. I wish I could help you.
But how can you let a child die while there is still food in the warehouse?
Don't you understand? If I give it to you, I must take it away from another starving child.
Then there is no hope.
Only if the nations that have the food treat this war of famine with the same sincerity and sacrifice with which they face the war of guns, and send us food immediately.
And while we wait, my child dies. No, my child will not die.
Charles, please.
Our baby will have food. I will get it somehow if I have to.
Oh, calm yourself, man. Calm yourself.
Charles, no. What you're thinking of doing is wrong.
Is it right that our baby should die?
Please, Charles, let's go home. Perhaps Nick's package from America has come.
No, I am through with dreaming and begging. Go back home. And let us hope that it is not too late.
Doctor, why are you here?
Your neighbor called me. Mrs. Varipapas, your child is dead.
Oh, no. No, my baby. My poor baby.
You can thank your God he is dead.
My baby. My poor little baby. I don't know how long I sat there after the doctor left Nick, trying to understand that my child was dead, trying to believe that it was good that he was dead, as the doctor had told me. This is not an easy thing for a mother to do. It must have been a long time, though, for the house was dark, and I heard someone at the door. Come in.
You are Mrs. Verapappas?
Yes.
I have bad news for you.
My husband?
He was shot trying to steal food from the government warehouse.
He is dead?
Yes. You may identify his body and pick up his effects at your convenience. I'm sorry.
Thank you. For my husband, whom I loved with all the tenderness and passion that a woman can have for a man, I shed not one tear. I'm not ashamed that I was thankful. No longer would he know hunger, worry, and shame at his helplessness. I wanted to follow him and my child. Perhaps I would have found the courage then, had not my neighbor, who had heard the news of his death, come in.
Please, Mrs. Verapappas, let us help you. Come stay with us tonight.
Perhaps later. Right now, I'd like to be alone here.
I understand. Call me if you want me.
You're very kind.
Oh, I almost forgot. I met the postman downstairs.
Yes.
He gave me this package for you. It is from America.
Well, Finnegan, are you still hungry?
No, Archie, I kind of lost my appetite.
We are indebted to the magazine Asia and the Americas for permission to use the John Frederick Mule story on India.
From confronting tragedy, we stay at Duffy's, but shift back to pure comedy. In The Singing Detective, crooner Ruddy Valley drops by, but Archie has plans for him involving a terrible script. Will Valley play along, or will Archie's ambition lead to disaster?
It's Duffy's Tavern, the Friday night transcribed feature on NBC's All-Star Festival of Comedy, Music, Mystery, and Drama. And now, here we go, friends, to Duffy's Tavern, with Bert Gordon as the Mad Russian, Hazel Shermitt as Miss Duffy, our guest, Rudy Valley, and starring Archie himself, Ed Gardner.
Hello, Duffy's Tavern, where the elite meat to eat. Archie the manager speaking. Duffy ain't here. Oh, hello, Duffy. How's business? The place is overflowing. Yep, the sewer's busted again. Yeah. Which reminds me, Rudy Valley's coming down tonight. Rudy Valley. Well, remember the time you bought your first radio and when you turned it on, you know, you thought there was something wrong with it? Yeah, that's the guy. Huh? How'd he get started? Well, he studied for 8 years before he found out he couldn't sing, see? By then it was too late to stop. Yes, sir, and he turned out to be very successful.
Did he what? Did he save his money? Duffy, did you hear that? Even the operator's laughing.
Duffy, at Yale, they used to have a song called Boola Boola. Since Valley went there, they call it Moola Moola. Well, look, I'll call you back. I'm busy writing a new radio show for Rudy. Okay. Hey, Miss Duffy.
Yes, Archie.
I wonder if Rudy will be happy here tonight in our creaky old joint.
Why not? He's a little creaky in the joints himself.
Miss Duffy, you're talking about the Rudy Valley.
Rudy Valley? Who's he? A sober Phil Harris.
Duffy, please, have a little reverence for the departed. Don't forget, a guy like Rudy Valley gives us prestige here. Take a look at this menu I wrote up for the occasion.
Let me see it. Today only, the Rudy Valley Blue Plate, Connecticut Yankee Pot Roast, Vagabond Liver, New England Ham.
Yeah, that's boiled ham.
How do you know what condition he'll be in when he gets here?
Miss Duffy, Rudy never gets in that condition.
Say, Archie, a man just came in and dropped a penny in the peanut machine.
So what?
I think it must be Rudy Valley.
Well, why do you think it's Valley?
He's counting the peanuts.
That's right, it is Rudy Valley.
My time is your time. Your time is my time.
Well, Rudy, I'm glad to see you. Look at you. I can see that you're the same old Rudy.
What do you mean?
Well, the way you came in singing, so generous and unstinting with your talent, singing for all mankind, whether they want to hear you or not.
A dubious compliment.
Well, dubious is as dubious does. And, may I further say that you are looking as handsome as ever, them golden curly locks and that svelte, youthful figure and them svelte eyes. By the way, speaking of them eyes of yours, Rudy, which side of the 38th parallel was you born on?
Archie, I shall ignore your insults. May I further say that you are the same old Archie?
That's a lousy insult.
Say, Archie.
Yeah?
I'd like to meet Rudy Valley.
Well, why the sudden interest? You've been saying that you're young enough to be his daughter.
So what? With Rudy Valley, anybody young enough to be his daughter is old enough to be his wife.
Well, okay, I'll introduce you. Rudy, I know you came down here tonight to enjoy yourself, but this is Miss Duffy.
Looks like a Harvard man.
Gee, just imagine. Rudy Valley in person.
That's right, my dear. You may now faint.
Oh, thank you. Rudy Valley. That voice. Those nostrils. Fill the steins to dear old maid. Shout till the rift is reed.
Why, Miss Duffy, I didn't think you were old enough to remember the Maine Stein song.
Are you kidding? This dame remembers the Maine.
Quiet, Archie. You know something, Mr. Valley? Last week I wrote to NBC for a picture of a star. Guess what?
What?
They sent me a picture of you.
Oh, framed?
I sure was. I wanted Cary Grant.
Miss Duffy, I am now going to say something to you that I've never said to a woman before.
Oh, really? What?
Scram.
If it wasn't for his age, I'd punch him right in the nose.
Get out of here, will you?
Now, Archie, I assume that you had an ulterior motive in requesting my presence here tonight.
On the contrary, I did. Rudy, I got a great opportunity for you to make...
Money?
Well, it could run into it fast, but first tell me, how's your voice this century?
Oh, about the same as last.
Well, I got a radio program in mind that...
Would you like to hear me sing?
How avid. Well, yeah, go ahead. Let me hear how you sound these days.
Very well.
Terrific, Rudy. Still the same old Valley.
I haven't sung yet.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Well, here, I'll give you the key.
All right. If you were the only girl in the world, and I were the only boy, nothing else would matter in this world today. we could go on loving in the same old way. A garden of Eden just made for two, with nothing to mar our joy. I would say such wonderful things to you. There would be such wonderful things to do if you were the only girl in the world and I were the only boy.
That was bravado, sheer bravado. No, you sounded just like Carmen Lombardo.
Another dubious compliment.
That's what Carmen Lombardo said. But for radio, just singing is old hat these days. You gotta augment it up with something else. You gotta be a singing cowboy or a singing disc jockey or a singing commercial, That's where I got an idea for a frightening mystery. You are gonna be a singing detective.
A singing detective?
Yep, sort of a combination Thin Man and Margaret Truman. As I told you, Rudy, it'll be really frightening.
But what about a sponsor?
Stop worrying. Duffy will sponsor it.
What about a script?
Stop worrying. It's already wrote.
Who wrote it?
Me.
It will be frightening.
Well, stop worrying, will you?
What about the salary?
Rudy, start worrying. Now, okay, everybody, we're going to do a rehearsal of the first episode of The Hummer. By the way, Howard Hull, you're the announcer here. I'd like you to read the commercials.
Oh, joy.
Now, with these commercials, you have to be subtle about them and kind of sneak them in.
Sneak them in.
Yeah. Okay, we're on the air. Ladies and gents of the radio audience, Duffy's Tavern brings you The Hummer, starring Rudy Valley.
My crime is your crime.
Now, a word from our sponsor.
Suckers.
Thank you. See the way they sneak them in? Now, we begin. I, Archie, am the Hummer's assistant. Him and me is a couple of private eyes, but we never cross each other. We are in our office, and the Hummer is sitting at his desk. Before him is a book of poetry and a bottle. The book is unopened. I speak. I say, Hummer, why don't you lay off of that poetry?
I can't help it. Me nerves is on edge. Why, I ain't the man I used to be. Archie, this grammar.
What's wrong with it?
The word ain't.
Look, Rudy, a lot of people ain't using the word ain't, but they ain't eating. Now, continue. Now, we're sitting in our office when suddenly... Just a second. Hummer, what was that ring?
The telephone.
What a deduction. The man is positively psychopathiatric. Hello? What? Somebody's been murdered? Okay, we'll be right over. Let's go, Hummer.
What's the address?
Oops, I forgot to ask. Hello? Where? Oh, thanks. All right, leave us go, Hummer. Well, sir, we arrived at the scene of the crime. A mansion in Beverly Hills. Rococo but simple. With a well-kept 9-hole golf course on a small island in the middle of the swimming pool. We rang the doorbell. Suddenly, the door creakingly opened, and we found ourselves face to face with something real sinister. How do you do? Tell me, sir, are you the corpse?
No, I'm just sitting here watching television.
Come now, no alibis. Who are you?
I am Rasputin, the Chinese butler.
Well, I guess that clears you. Tell us, Rasputin, where is the late demented corpse?
There on the floor. The dead one.
Oh.
'Tis my master, Mr. Throckmorton. Forgive him for not rising.
Well, I'm going to leave us examine the corpus delicti. Mm-hmm. Looks to me like he took poison internally.
Poison? Poison? Then how do you account for this large ice pick stuck in his back?
Hummer, you're a genius. Hummer, you're humming. Hummer, does this mean that you have found a clue?
Yes. Archie, remove your hat.
Why, is the dead man a woman?
No. He was a Yale man.
Amazing, Hummer. How can you tell that he was a Yale man?
Elementary, my dear Archie. Notice his attire. A derby hat and a raccoon coat.
Gazooks! As I see it, there's only one thing to do. Examine the ice pick.
What ice pick?
The one stuck in his back.
Oh, that one.
Just a minute, gentlemen. Before you examine the ice pick, I should like to wipe off my fingerprints.
A fair request.
One moment, my good man. Who are you?
Hummer, it's Rasputin, the Chinese butler that answered the door when we came in.
Oh, yes. I never forget a face.
Tell me, Rasputin, before the murder was committed, did you notice anything strange around the house?
Outside of me?
Yes.
Well, this morning, Mrs. Throckmorton, the widow, sent me out to have the ice pick sharpened. And as I am leaving, she is phoning the insurance company.
Words. We're looking for clues. Think. Think, my good man. Something unusual must have happened.
Well, let me see. The widow also sent me out for a sawed-off shotgun and a bottle of poison.
Now, this is getting us no place. No clues, no suspects. And yet I am sure that a crime has been committed.
I agree with you, Hummer. There's something afoot. What'll we do, Hummer?
We'll question the widow, Throckmorton.
Gazooks, what a brain. Never leaves a dame unturned.
And here comes Mrs. Throckmorton now.
Hello, tall, curly, and nasal. Glad you could come up and see the body.
Tell me, are you thinking, Hummer?
Yes, but back to business. Widow Throckmorton, allow me to introduce myself. I am the Hummer, tracker of men.
Likewise, I'm sure.
Mrs. Throckmorton, there's probably nothing to be alarmed about, but we have found your husband extremely dead. With an ice pick in his back. Mrs. Throckmorton, you realize what I'm saying? Your husband has been cruelly murdered.
Eek.
Mrs. Throckmorton, I hope you don't mind if we interrogate you.
No, I'd love it.
Well, tell me, Mrs. Throckmorton, before you married your husband, what did you do for a living?
I was a chorus girl. I was known as Ice Pick Nellie.
And why did they call you Ice Pick Nellie?
I don't know. Just a nickname.
Nothing but blind alleys.
Oh, Butler.
You are calling me
Who are you?
the butler?
Oh, yes, I never forget a face. Tell me, do you know who killed your master?
Natch.
You do? Well, tell us.
You think I'm a tattletale?
Butler, you mean...
I'm dummying up.
There's something suspicious about this whole thing. It gets bafflinger and bafflinger.
I've got it. I think I know we can find a clue.
Where can we find a clue, Hummer?
At Yale University.
Why, of course. It's obvious. Shall we go?
As the last rose of summer said to the other last rose of summer, leave us wither away.
Okay, leave us wither away.
Friends, if you want to wither away, eat at Duffy's Tavern. And be sure to try our steaks. The club steaks are personally clubbed by the manager. And now, back to our story.
And so we arrived at Yale University, where the Hummer came face to face with his old dean. The dean spoke.
How do you do?
A dizzy dean.
Dean, I regret to report that old Throckmorton, class of 1861, has been seriously murdered.
You don't mean...
Yes, Dean. But he was a true Yale man to the end. He died with his derby and his raccoon coat on.
Good for Throckmorton. At last he had made skull and bones. Tell me, what happened to him?
An ice pick in the back. And, Dean, we thought you might know who killed him.
I'll tell you who killed him. It was... Who? I'm dummying up.
And so, once again, history repeated itself. The Hummer learned nothing at Yale. So we continued our search for clues from one end of the globe to the other. India, New Zealand, Hialeah, Asia Minor, Far Rockaway.
Hialeah.
We even went to Antwerp and talked to the twerps. It was in Antwerp that we discovered that the ice pick was manufactured in Norway. This meant only one thing: Argentina. While we were sitting in a cafe in Argentina, a few strolling pampers came in and began to sing an old opera tune. Howard, an old opera tune.
Friends, I'd like to take this opera tune moment to tell you about the drinks at Duffy's Tavern. Remember, a drink at Duffy's is good for your stomach. Ask the man who had one. Now, back to our play.
And so we continued our search, from Stockholm to Oslo, from the Skagerrak to the Kattegat. Then, suddenly, the Hummer started humming. This could only mean one thing: Scotland. The next morning, we found ourselves in the heart of Scotland, Scotland Yard itself. We was greeted by Inspector McIntyre.
How do you, Hootman?
You are a Scotchman?
In this guy, do you think I'm playing Little Lever?
Oh, I'm sorry, Inspector. We have no time for fragilities. We're looking for clues.
Well, you've got a bro brech mulech necht necht to look recht. What sort of clues, Hootman, are you looking for?
Inspector, we're looking for the cad who murdered a Yale man in his old raccoon coat.
Was this Yale man wearing a derby hood?
Aye.
Is he having a nice pick in his buck?
Aye. Do you ken anything about the case?
I'm dumbing up.
And so the search went on. We left Scotland and sailed for Juneau, Alaska. Howard, Juneau.
Friends, Juneau about the food at Duffy's Tavern? Duffy's Tavern for years has been famous for its D-O-O-F. Doof. That's food spelled backwards. And it's easy to find Duffy's Tavern. Just ask the man who's been there. He'll tell you where to go.
Thank you, Howard. And we continue. After many months of fruitless search, we returned to America and the Throckmorton mansion. The butler spoke.
How do you? Hey, it's you again.
This man is beastly familiar. Archie, who is he?
Hummer, don't you remember? It's Rasputin, the butler.
Oh, yes. I never forget a face.
Rasputin, is there any new clues?
Only one. Yesterday we had some highballs, and we had to use the ice pick, but don't worry. We stuck it right back into Mr. Throckmorton.
Just a second.
Quiet, everybody. The Hummer is thinking. There may be a solution to this crime yet.
Europa, the solution. I have it.
What is it, Hummer?
Archie, take the corpse's fingerprints.
Okay. Wait. Hummer, the corpse has no fingers. Only claws. What does this mean?
Archie, remove his derby hat. Yank out the ice pick and tell me what you see.
Gazooks, it ain't a Yale man at all. It's only a polar bear rug. Hummer, does this mean...
Yes. There is no Mr. Throckmorton. There is no body.
You mean...
It was the perfect crime that was never committed.
Hummer, you're a genius. Well, Rudy, tell me, what do you think of it as a radio play?
What do I think of it?
Yeah. Rudy, no. Rudy, stop humming at me that way. I know what you're thinking. Rudy, put down that ice pick. Rudy.
Listen again next week, friends, to Duffy's Tavern, the Friday night transcribed feature on NBC's All-Star Festival of Comedy, Music, Mystery, and Drama. Listen tomorrow evening for The Man Called X, starring Herbert Marshall, the Saturday night feature of the All-Star Festival.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Our next story moves from creative chaos to romantic confusion. My friend Irma brings us the Lonely Hearts Club. Seeking a new start after a breakup, Irma joins an anonymous correspondence club. Can finding love by numbers work, or is it a formula for hilarious failure?
May I start with a riddle? Thank you. What's the difference between Irma and a donut? The village philosopher said. Well, one has a hole in the middle and the other has a hole in the head.
Gee, I'm glad you brought up poetry because I have a poem about ends.
Well, let's hear it.
Tommy and Billy were two little boys, and they were very good friends. One day they hawked their mother's teeth, so their father whacked both of their ends.
And now ends America's most popular chlorophyll tablets are proud to present your favorite comedy show, created by Cy Howard and starring Marie Wilson as Irma and Kathy Lewis as Jane in
My Friend Irma. honey.
What are you reading? What are you reading?
Oh, it's just an article on psychology as applied to marriage. A series of questions designed to see if a girl and the man of her choice are suited for each other.
Isn't that unusual?
Well, no. Why should it be?
Well, when Al and I sit on the sofa, he never asks me any questions, and we get along fine.
Well, there's more to it than that. This article approaches the problem of compatibility with scientific introspection.
Well, maybe I can learn something. Read it to me.
All right, honey. Let's see. Does the man you intend to marry keep appointments? Is he punctual?
Punctual? Why, Al is in line for his unemployment check even before the office is open.
Mark down 1.
1.
Yeah. Now, is he the type of man you would ever be ashamed to be seen with?
No, because we never go anyplace.
No. Do the two of you like to participate in sports?
Well, I like swimming and tennis.
Yeah. What about Al?
Jane, is tilting pinball machines a sport?
Well, if they catch you, yeah. Do you like dancing?
Yeah.
Does your boyfriend?
No.
Do you like to go to the theater?
Yeah.
Does your boyfriend?
Only when he has a pass.
Oh. Well, according to this psychological test, the two of you just don't click.
Well, maybe you're right, Jane. Lately, I've been having my doubts, too.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Well, Al will be here any minute, and I'm going to give him one more chance. Either he'll change or this is the end.
End. Well, that's up to you, Irma.
Come in.
Hello, Jane. Hiya, chicken.
Oh, hello, Al, honey.
I got to run along, kid.
Wait a minute, Jane. You mean you don't even want to hear about my new deal?
Hans? Wait.
Oh, you will love this. It's a racing form printed on a large cookie. So after a day at the track, you still got something to eat. Sounds good, huh?
Irma, I can only say if you find you have anything in common with this man, get rid of it.
Snooty dame. She ain't never going to amount to anything.
Al, I'd like to go to the theater tonight. Will you please take me?
Chicken, why this sudden request?
Allie, it's very important for us. You see, you and I are psychopathic cases.
What are you talking about, chicken?
Well, Al, I insist you take me to the theater.
But, honey, I ain't got a pass. They got a big doorman. And to clinch it, they're painting the fire escape.
Let's pay our way in.
Hey, chicken, you are tampering with my principles.
It's no use, Al. We've nothing in common. We might as well face it. You and I need a scientific inspection.
What?
We're not combustible.
Don't you mean compatible?
What's the difference? What I mean, we're just not for each other.
Chicken, you mean that?
Yes, Al. Let us just consider this whole experience as an interlude, a motel on the highway of life.
Chicken, you're nuts.
That's beside the point. This is the end. This is the end, and I think we should break clean.
Chicken, I don't know what to say. But if you think you'll find more happiness with another, here's your ring back.
Thanks, Al.
Maybe you'll change your mind someday. Goodbye, Irma. You're a swell kid. I won't ever forget you.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Irma, I just passed out. Honey, you're crying. Well, don't feel sad, sweetie.
I can't help it, Gene. I always feel sad when I'm crying.
Now, listen to me, Irma. The worst is over. Now, you try to forget it. Believe me, it's for the best. You're really in an enviable position. You have the whole world before you, Irma. You're footloose and fancy-free.
Footloose and fancy-free?
Sure. Now, dry those tears. Come on, let's have a smile. Come on. Go on now. Let me hear you laugh. All right, that's more like it. You be gay, huh? Come in.
It's only me, Professor Klofatsky. Hello, Janie and Irma. My two little jigsaw puzzles. One complete, one a few pieces are missing.
Oh, Professor.
Excuse me, Jenny, a little joke I picked up in a toy store. What's new, Irma? What is this?
Professor, I'm footloose and fancy, and it's free.
Irma. Professor, Al and Irma have parted, and she's trying to be gay.
Oh, it finally happened.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it would someday. Now, don't feel so badly, Irma. Remember, there's an old saying, a stitch in time will save 9.
Well, how does that apply to me?
It don't. This is a slogan for tailors. But there is a very old saying that I do like. It takes a heap of living to make a home.
Well?
Well, I think I'll go up to my home and clean out that heap so I can live in it.
Oh, Jane, I made a mistake. I'll never find another man like Al.
You made a decision, Irma. Don't be a weakling.
Well, I guess you're right, Jane. I'm just going to look around for someone else.
That's fine. Who can that be?
Maybe it's Al. Come back. Come in.
Hello, dearie.
Oh, Violet Murphy, what a surprise. You remember my roommate, Jane?
Yeah. Hi, Jane.
Hello, Violet. I'll see you later, honey. Bye.
Gee, Irma, I rushed right over. Look.
Oh, Violet, an engagement ring.
It's 14-karat gold.
Oh, Violet, what a beautiful setting.
Next year I get the stone.
Oh, Violet, I wish you all the happiness in the world.
Why are you crying, dearie?
Well, you're engaged and Al and I just broke up.
Well, so what? This town is crummy with guys. Look, Irma, if you want a fella, do like I did. Write to the Lonely Hearts Group. They got stuff lying all over the place. And it's perfectly confidential. They give you a number, and if you're lucky like me, they don't ask you for a picture.
You mean I could get a number if I wrote to them?
That's right, dearie. Nobody uses a name. Now look, say you're number 12. Then the fellow might be number 34. And all mail goes right to a box, so he don't even know where you live and vice versa.
All right, Violet, I'll do anything to meet some new fella.
You can't miss, dearie.
Oh, and wouldn't it be wonderful if my husband and I ran into Al someday and I could say, Al, congratulate me. I am Mrs. 94.
Well, Irma has enrolled in the Lonely Hearts Club. I don't know why she did it, but I suppose if it was good enough for Violet Murphy, it's good enough for Irma. So already she has a number, 75. She's kind of worried about her number. She's afraid if she signs her letter 75, she won't get a man under 80.
Dear to whom it may concern, I am a lonely girl, my heart is broken. I have blonde hair and brown eyes and nice legs and would like to meet a man in the same condition.
No. No, dear.
What's
no.
wrong?
You put all your eggs in that basket, but they are scrambled. Let me help you, sweetie.
All right, Jane.
Let's see. Dear sir, I am 24 years old, blonde, considered attractive, and am quite lonely. I should like very much to make the acquaintance of a gentleman who is also lonely. Now sign it.
All right, Jane. Do you think I should spray a little perfume on it? You know, the bottle Al gave me?
Irma, I have smelled that perfume. It will not only keep men away, but also mosquitoes. No, sweetie, just mail it as it is.
All right, Jane.
Hello, girls.
Mushy, what are you doing here?
I come about Al. This letter was sticking out of your mailbox.
Oh, thanks.
Irma, you gotta take Al back.
But does he really miss me, Mushy?
Well, you wouldn't know it was the same person. He give a lady a seat on the bus. Seems to be out of his mind.
I'm sorry, but it's all over.
All right, I'll tell him. But his last word was, if you didn't take him back, he's going to join that French organization where old men go to forget. You know? The Folies Bergère. Well, goodbye, girl.
Irma, come on. Aren't you going to see who the letter is from?
Oh, yes. Oh, Jane, it's from the Lonely Hearts Club. Well, read it.
I'm dying of curiosity.
All right. My dear Miss 75, in answer to your letter, I, too, am lonely. What can we do about it? Signed, 33322. Oh, Gene, that's a wonderful number.
What do you mean, wonderful?
We'll have a big family.
I don't follow you.
Well, in poker, 3 threes and a pair of twos is a full house.
Oh. Now, Irma, don't go jumping to conclusions. You don't even know this man.
I'm so excited. Imagine getting an answer so quickly.
It's me again. Hello, girl. Why do you all look so happy?
Irma has a new boyfriend.
Oh, wonderful. Irma, what's his name?
33322.
I'm a convict. Listen to me. Go back to Al. At least he wasn't caught yet.
No, Professor, no. Irma's been corresponding through the Lonely Hearts Club, and everybody has a number.
Oh, congratulations, Irma. And take the advice of an old man. Find out what the man is like right away before you get involved.
Oh, I'm going to, but first of all, I'm going to find out one thing. If he has a job, you know what I just went through with my ex?
Your ex?
Yes, I want to even forget his name. Of course, my ex was very sweet to me. My ex made me happy. I love my ex, and I dreamed of that day I would marry my ex.
Irma, you're slipping. Remember. Come on.
Oh, yes. I must be gay.
Now, honey, there's no time to waste. Answer the letter. Come on.
All right. Dear 33322.
Well, Irma has finished her letter, and I'm proofreading it for her. It says, Dear 33322, do you mind if I call you Dear 32? I feel I know you well enough to call you by your initials. I was thrilled to get your letter, and I hope you turn out the way I picture you. Of course, your writing is very small. Are you short? Have you got a job? I have. And hoping to hear the same from you, I remain affectionately 75.
Yes, sir. What can the Lonely Hearts Club do for you?
Oh, my name is Al. My number is 33322. I'm corresponding with the girl numbered 75. Any mail for me?
I shall look in the box. Oh, yes. Here's a letter for you, 333-22. By the way, how are you getting along with your correspondence?
Well, frankly, the dame seems a little cracked. But I'm so anxious to get over this lump in my heart. You know, the girl I love jilted me. That I'll try anything.
Well, here you are. Good luck.
Well, for the past 3 days, I've been hearing nothing but 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, and 75 that's coming out of my ears. You know, if those two ever get together, I think they'll have to be married by a bookkeeper. But, of course, since the letter that Irma's expecting today should contain valuable information about her new phantom boyfriend, I was just as excited as she was when she said,
Jane, the letter came.
Isn't that wonderful?
Came.
Come on, read it.
Oh, no, you read it to me. I'm too excited.
Okay, sit down now, sit down. Dear 75, thank you for your letter. I was hoping the girl I was corresponding with was a Vassar graduate, but it seems quite impossible since I noticed you spelled considered with a K. However, none of us is perfect. He spells perfect, P-E-R-F-E-K.
Well, go on, Jane, go on.
You ask me, have I got a job? Well, 75, as number to number, let me inform you that I have worked hard and steadily all my life as head of a big steel corporation. And now I am preparing to retire. How are you fixed financially? I am perfectly healthy, tall, and so handsome it's disgusting. Yours devotedly, 33322.
Well, what do you think, Jane?
I don't know. This is either a genius or a crackpot.
Shall I answer him?
Well, honey, I think it's about time you met him.
All right, Jane. I'll write him to come up here.
Oh, no. Oh, no, not for two reasons. First, if you don't like him after you meet him, we don't want him hanging around here. And secondly, we want to make a good impression on him.
Well, how do I go about that?
I don't know. Wait a minute. Richard and I are having dinner at the Pavilion Club tomorrow night, and he can be our guest.
But how will he recognize me?
Well, write that you'll wear a green hat.
But what if someone else is wearing a green hat? He's liable to marry the wrong girl.
Well, tell him you'll leave your number with the head waiter, and Henri will bring him to our table.
Oh, all right, Jane. I'll sit down and write him a letter right away.
Yeah, and honey, in your letter, try to make yourself attractive. You know, show an interest in what he's doing.
Well, gee, if he's in the steel business, what can I say?
I don't know. Say that you realize that steel is the backbone of this country and that you're fascinated by blast furnaces and trust he finds you interesting.
I got it.
Well, we're all at a table in the Pavilion Club. Richard, myself, and number 75. We're waiting for 33322. I must say, 75 looks adorable. She's wearing a green hat, and she's taking no chances. On it is a 75. Since this dinner is costing Richard a pretty penny, I, too, am very curious to see what Irma has landed. Honey, smile. Come on now, come on. Look happy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jane. I was just thinking.
About Al. Now, Irma, what did you promise? That's it.
Irma, you say this Mr. 33322 is in the steel business?
Yes?
Well, then I must know him.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Well, it's going to be wonderful to have dinner with an old friend.
Yeah, let's see. You know, every time we've been out together, I'd look across the table, and who would I see? Ow!
Shaken, you're wearing a green hat.
And you're wearing a carnation.
75!
Al, you're not 33322.
I sure am.
What a roundabout way to get a free meal.
Oh, Al, I'm so glad to see you.
Me too, Chick.
Just a minute. You have your nerve working steady. A steel magnet.
I don't even know what I wrote. I didn't even know it was Irma. All I know is I was going crazy from missing her. Lots of guys turn to drink. I turned to the Lonely Hearts Club.
Oh, Al, it's all my fault in that psychological test.
Well, what's the difference, chicken?
Just wanted you to know I love you, and I always will.
Well, Irma and Al are back together on the sofa, and they're as much in love as ever, and they're making gooey talk.
14. No, I don't like that. 32. Yes, 32 and 33.
Irma, I know Al is 33322 and you're 75. What are those other numbers?
Oh, I'm just picking out names for the children.
Can you imagine anybody offering money to employ a brain like that? Someday there'd be a price on the head of my friend Irma.
And for our final performance, we hit the road with the Phil Harrisalis Faye show in their New York trip. Phil needs to get Frankie to New York, leading to a scheme involving fake injuries and chili sauce. Will their plan succeed, or just create a bigger mess?
Good health to all from Rexall. And now your Rexall family druggist brings you the Phil Harrisalis Faye Show. Written by Ray Singer and Dick Chevrolet with Elliot Lewis, Walter Tetley, Robert North, Janine Roos, Ann Whitfield, Walter Sharp and his music, yours truly, Bill Foreman, and starring Alice Faye and Phil Harris. Phil and Frankie have just come from a meeting with Jack Bennett. It seems Jack is taking his show to New York for a couple of weeks, and he's informed Phil that he is going with him. Phil and Frankie are talking it over as they walk down the street.
How do you like that cheapskate, Benny? Taking you to New York, but not me. I play in the band, you'd think he'd...
Frankie, he's just taken the cast. Nobody's even allowed to bring his wife. I'm going to have to be in New York for 2 whole weeks without Alice. Just think, Harris on the loose in little old New York. Oh, what a beautiful evening. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Yeah, why do you have to go?
Well, why do I have to go? Because they're clamoring to see me back east. That's why. Well, I'll be the best thing that's happened to Manhattan since the Pilgrims landed on White Rock.
Oh, gee, Curly, I'm disappointed about not going on this
So
trip.
was Alice. I called her and told her as soon as I found out. Frankie, I'd pay your fare, but it'll cost me about $150 to take you on this trip, and I can't spare the money.
Yeah, if I could only raise the dough myself,
Frankie, why are we stopping in front of this pawn shop?
Curly, I got the solution. I'm going to hock something to get the money for my fare. Come on.
Oh, will you, Frankie? Gee, it'll be swell having you with me. Wow. It's a nice little store. Where do you go to get the money?
Right over to that cage marked Remley.
They got a special department for you?
Well, I've hocked a few things here. Yeah, come on. Hey, here's my special rack. That's my overcoat. That's my suit. New mothballs. There's my guitar.
Hello, son.
Hi, Frankie, you put your mother in hock?
Of course not. This is the wife of the guy who owns the place. I just call her Mom. Say, Mom, I'd like to get a little money on something.
I'm sorry, son, but you know we don't handle stolen goods.
What do you mean, stolen goods?
Well, I know you don't have anything left of your own to hock.
Mom, don't be a comedian. I can't stand funny old ladies. I got something to hock. I don't want to because it's a Christmas gift and it has sentimental value, but I gotta do it. How much can you let me have on a solid gold timepiece?
I'll have to see it first.
Okay. Curly, take off your wristwatch and show it to the lady.
You want me to hock the wristwatch that Alice gave me for Christmas? Why, I'd rather give you the gold out of my teeth than Remley, get your hand out of my mouth.
Curly, if you're my pal, you'll let me hock your watch. Won't do you any good in New York anyway.
What do you mean?
There's a 3-hour difference in time. What good is a California watch going to do you in New York?
True. But Alice gave me the watch, and I don't want
Alice
to...
won't even know it's gone. As soon as we get back from New York, we'll redeem it.
Well, okay.
Thanks, pal. I want you to know I'll never forget this. Someday when you're broke and down and out, lying in the gutter, you just call on me.
Why call? I'll just nudge you. Look, I'll get the $150 from Mom, and I'll go down and see Bill Riggs at the Santa Fe and buy another ticket for the Chief. Then I'll go home and break the news to Alice. Now, meet me at the house later.
Right.
Alice, do you mean to tell me you're allowing Philip to go to New York all alone without you?
Well, why not? When he called, he said he was going on business.
Business my elbow. Alice, far be it from me to start any trouble. But I know when Philip gets to New York, he'll spend all his time in nightclubs. Why, I can just see him sitting in the Copacabana now.
What's wrong with that?
He's not alone.
He's not? Who's with him?
A chorus girl.
What are they doing, Willie?
She's sitting on his lap.
She is, huh?
Hey, Alice, I'm home. How are you, honey?
Get that woman off your lap!
What woman? What lap?
Now, don't try to squirm out of it. Willie saw you sitting at the Copacabana.
And with a redhead on your lap.
Oh, Phil, how could you?
Oh, I gotta lock the liquor cabinet. These two have been sniffed in my brandy. Alice, what's going on here?
I'm just teasing you, Phil. Willie has an overactive imagination. He thinks you're anxious to go to New York without me. You're not. Are you, Phil?
Oh, honey, how could you even ask me that? Why, going to New York without you is like going to Chicago without you.
Well, at least I got an answer. It doesn't make any sense, but it's an answer. Phil, you're sure you're going to New York, aren't you?
Of course I'm going to New York, and I can prove it. Here's the envelope with my ticket. I'm leaving tomorrow morning.
Yes, it's a ticket to New York. Why, Phil, there are 2 tickets in here.
Oh, yeah, that other ticket. That's for...
Oh, you darling, you bought it for me. What a wonderful surprise.
But, Alice,
well,
that
if you're leaving
ticket...
in the morning, I'd better start packing.
I'll help you, sis.
But wait a minute, Alice.
Oh, I'll keep the tickets so you won't lose them. You're a wonderful husband, and I love you. Love you. Love you.
Remley's gonna hate me. That's his ticket. There it goes. Well, if I can't take Frankie to New York, I can't take him. I really should take Alice anyway. After all, she's my wife. And it'll be kind of nice having a little woman by my side. And besides, I can't get out of it now. Remley will understand.
Well, Curly, here I am. I'm all packed and ready to leave.
You going someplace?
Of course I'm going. You got my ticket, didn't you?
Yep.
You told Alice about the ticket, didn't you?
Yep.
I'm all set to go, ain't I?
Nope.
Never mind the Gary Cooper dialogue. What happened to my ticket?
Alice found it. She thought it was for her. She's going.
Alice? Curly, something's got to be done about that woman. I can take just so much. Why didn't you talk her out of it?
I couldn't.
Well, I'll talk her out of it. I'll speak
Before
to
I
her.
forget, Phil, Mr. Scott called and he wants you to call him at Rexall. Oh, hello, Frankie.
Hello.
Did you hear the good news? I'm going to New York.
You're going to New York?
Mm-hmm.
During the blight?
What blight?
The locust blight. Those little rascals have engulfed Manhattan. They've eaten 12 floors of the Empire State Building and the Hoboken ferry boat.
Frankie, stop with your wild stories. I'm going to New York, and you can't talk me out of it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go upstairs and finish packing. And, honey, don't forget to call Mr. Scott.
I'll call him later. Well, Frankie, I guess you don't go to NY.
That's what you think. I'll just have to hock something out.
Wait a minute. I got nothing left for you to hock.
Curly, don't expect to hock anything else of yours.
That's better.
I'm not a heel. This is Alice's fault. I'll hock something of hers. Let's see. How about that silver tea set?
No, not that.
Why not? Alice will never miss the tea set.
I promised to take you. I know I promised to take you, but... All right. But you got to redeem it the day we get back from New York.
Okay. I'll get the money and buy the ticket. I'll see you later, Curly. Well, Curly, I did fine. I got my ticket to New York right here in my pocket.
Good old Mom. She gave you $150 on the silver set, huh?
Well, not quite. I had to throw in a little something extra.
Gee whiz, Remley, I hope Alice don't notice that tea set and my watch are missing because she'll suspect that we're up
Well,
to...
Phil, I'm all finished packing. Gosh, it's tiring.
Well, it must be, honey. Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes. Look at your watch and see if it's time for tea.
Tea! Remley. Pico wants tea.
She wants to know what time it is, too.
What's the matter with you two?
Oh, honey, we don't feel like tea. How about a nice cup of piping hot coffee? We got that nice new automatic coffee master.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope, Gary?
When I hocked the tea set, that was a little something extra I had to throw in.
What are you two mumbling about? Make up your minds what you want to do.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot it. How about a round of piping cold water? Remley, we still got the sink, haven't we?
Oh, never mind. I'll go in and make some hot chocolate.
Okay, honey, that'll be fine. Yeah. There's an heroin, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we better be careful. Look, before you get in any more trouble, why don't you go home and I'll meet you at the train tomorrow. Now, don't lose the ticket.
Don't worry. I got it right here in my pockets, and I won't. Ooh. Curly, it's gone. I got a hole in my pocket. It must have dropped out.
Oh, no. You pawn my watch, Alice's tea set, and the coffee master to buy your ticket, and then you lose it. Now, what are we going to do?
I wonder how much I can get on that portrait.
Don't touch that! That's an oil painting of Petrillo, you fool. Get on out there and start looking for that ticket. You must have dropped it outside
All
somewhere.
right, okay.
Well, hurry up. Oh, that Remley. How can a guy be so careless? He'd lose his head if I didn't tighten the screws for him every day. Gee whiz, I'm
you
not...
You fellas like something to... What happened to Frankie?
Oh, honey, he had to go downtown.
You know, honey, it's going to be nice in New York. Just the two of us.
Yeah.
I'd like to take the children, but their grandma will take good care of them.
Hey, Alice, you know, we may not be in New York alone. You see,
Mommy, look what we found in the hall. It's a ticket to New York.
Oh, thank goodness. That's the ticket
Oh, Phil, you darling, you bought another ticket so we could take the children with us.
But, Alice, it's only one ticket.
All they need is one ticket. They go for half fare. Come along, children. If you're going to New York, I have to pack your things.
But, Alice, there's something I got to tell you, honey. Oh, how am I going to face Remley?
Hey, Curly, I looked around outside, but I can't find the ticket. I don't know where it could be.
You can stop looking. It's been found.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought I'd never get on that chief.
You still ain't getting on that chief.
Why?
The squaw has taken her papooses. Might as well tell you the kids found a ticket in the hall. Alice thought it was for them, and now they're going now.
I gotta destroy this family. Curly, you can't do this to me. You promised to take me to New York, and you gotta go through with it.
I know I promised to... Oh, all right. Look, Remley, Jackson gave me $150 for living expenses in New York, and I'll buy you a ticket with that.
Oh, Curly, look. If I take your expense money, how would you live in New York?
I just won't be able to eat.
Well, as long as you got it figured out, I'll take the money.
All right, wait till I count it out. There's 20, 40, 60.
Bill, do you want to take this suit?
What suit? Oh, I'll be with you in a minute, honey. 80, 100.
Come on, hurry up, will you?
All right, there.
And this time I'm not coming back here with the ticket. If Alice sees it, she'll probably think it's for Willie.
Oh, sure, that's all I got to do. Lay out $150 for a ticket to take Willie to New York.
Oh, Phil, you're taking Willie, too.
Let go of that money, you blonde bandit!
Don't be silly. Why should Phil buy a ticket for you? His brother-in-law is much closer to him. This is just a family affair. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll call Willie and tell him.
Alice, I warn you, if you people don't take me to New York, I'll shoot myself.
Don't do it in here. I just had the rug cleaned.
Frankie, I'm sorry.
I despise you.
I still want you to go, but I haven't got any more dough. We can only borrow it from somebody.
But who? Alice is the only one that's got any money, and she won't lend it to me.
All right, just a minute now. Just a minute.
What?
She might. If we softened her up a little. We played on her sympathy.
Hey, I got it. She heard me threaten to shoot myself. Suppose I pretend I do it.
Yeah. Sure. She'd think it was her fault, and then she'd come through, huh? Come on, let's get in the kitchen. Now, look. We'll smear some ketchup on you, fire a gun, and then I'll tell Alice you shot yourself.
Yeah, this'll do it. Hey, where's the ketchup?
We haven't got any ketchup, but here's some chili sauce. Now, just lie down there, and I'll smear a little on your chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you are.
How do I look?
Like a side order of French fries. Nah, it ain't gonna work, Remley. It's too lumpy. Won't work. What we need is real blood.
Stop staring at me. I'm not in a bleeding mood.
But I tell you, if we're gonna fool Alice, we got to get some real blood.
Hiya, fellas. I brought the groceries.
Well, if it ain't the plasma kid. The walking blood bank is with us.
Let's step up to his paying vein and make a withdrawal.
What are you guys yapping about now?
Oh, say, Julius. Hey, kid, we want you to do us a little favor. We'd like to borrow some of your blood.
Why do I keep coming to this house? You guys going into the vampire business now?
Look, Julius, all we need is a quart. You'll never miss it.
No. All I use it for is to keep me alive. At the risk of appearing inquisitive, what do you want my blood for?
So Mr. Remley can go to New York.
Oh. Why not take 2 quarts so we can make a round trip?
Will you listen to me a minute? Mrs. Harris and me are going to New York, and this is just a little scheme we cooked up to get her to pay Frankie's fare.
Yeah, the only way we can get the money is to play on her sympathy, so I'm going to pretend that I shoot myself.
That's a very smart scheme.
But I know a way you can improve on it.
How?
Don't pretend.
Hey, Ramley. The kid's right. If you used a real bullet, it'd fool Alice completely.
No. I'll just spread this chili sauce out a little thinner. There we are. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks perfect. You can't tell that from real blood. But I have a feeling Mrs. Harris will know it's chili sauce.
How will she know?
I'm going to tell her.
You better keep your mouth shut, Julius, or I'll take your part.
I'll keep it shut for the proper consideration. Like, say, a trip to New York with you.
He's got us, Curly.
I know. All right, Julius, I'll try to get enough money from Alice for both of you. Now, look, Julius, here's how you can help. I'll go inside and talk to Alice. And when you hear me say, Frankie is broken-hearted, you yell, stop, don't do it. Frankie, you fire the gun, and I'll tell Alice you shot yourself.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, now don't forget, the cue is, Frankie is broken-hearted.
Right.
I hope this works. That Alice ain't so easy to fool you.
Oh, there you are, Phil. Have you called Mr. Scott yet?
Oh, honey, I haven't got time for that now. I'm worried about Frankie. He's awfully upset about not going to New York, and there's no telling what he might do because Frankie is broken-hearted.
No, don't do it!
Oh, no, Frankie killed himself.
Now, wait a minute, Phil. How did that go again?
Well, Julius said, stop, don't do it. I said, Frankie's killed himself, and then there was a gunshot. Oh, I see what you mean. Well, I just had a feeling he was going to do it. Come on, honey, let's go in and see.
Don't be silly. He wouldn't kill himself.
I tell you he would, because Frankie is broken-hearted.
No, don't do it!
You see, honey, he did it again. Come on, Alice, we got to get into that kitchen. Oh, this is all your fault, Alice, because you wouldn't loan him the money to go to New York.
Yes, poor Frankie. We better get to him fast.
Look at him, Alice. Just look at him. Look at him lying there in that pool of chili blood.
I'm afraid he's going fast.
Oh, Franklin, speak to me. Say something.
I...
Do you have any last request, pal?
Yes. Alice, take me to New York and bury me there so my father can visit my grave.
Your father lives in North Dakota.
Let him commute.
Oh, look, everybody. That bullet made a great big hole in his shoulder. We better put something in there to stop the blood.
I'll get a cork.
That won't do it. Get a cork. Get a towel.
No, don't bother with a towel, Alice. Just stuff it with a ticket to New York.
It's a pretty big hole. You better stuff it with 2 tickets.
Phil, if Frankie's dying, the least we can do is make his last moments comfortable.
Yes, honey.
I'll prop up his head and you scrape off the blood and put it back in the chili bottle.
Oh, you mean you knew all the time?
Of course I knew. I've never seen such bad acting.
You should act so good when you die.
What is this all about?
Well, I promised to take Frankie and Julius to New York, and we were trying to get the money from you.
Well, why didn't you say so, Phil? I'll be glad to buy them each a ticket.
Gee, thanks, honey.
And you can pay me when we get back.
Pay you? But, Alice, I can't afford it.
Thanks, Mr. Harris. I better go home and start packing.
Wait a minute.
You,
kid.
I'll see you at the train.
Wait a minute.
And I'd better finish packing the children.
Wait a minute, everybody. Oh, no. I have to pay for 5 tickets to New York at $150 apiece. 5 times 150 is at least.
Well, where is everybody?
Oh, hello, Mr. Scott. I was supposed to call you, but I got...
Yes. I wanted to talk to you about going to New York.
Go buy your own ticket.
What are you talking about?
Look, I just laid out 5 times 150 to take everybody to New York. Alice, Willie, the kids, Julius, and Frankie, and I ain't
Well,
gonna...
what a happy coincidence. I came over on behalf of Rexall to ask you to make appearances in New York to further the March of Dimes campaign.
Oh, well, I'll be glad to do that.
Yes, we want you to take your entire cast, and we were going to pay all expenses.
You are?
We were. Now that you bought the tickets for everybody, we won't have to.
Oh!
Well, it's very generous of you, Harris, and oh, he passed out. Well, I'll just tippy-toe out of here and let him sleep this one off.
Good health to all from Rexall.
Folks, seriously, our entire cast is leaving for New York tomorrow to do our radio programs on the 5th and 12th of February to help further the March of Dimes campaign. And if you'd like to see $1 do the work of 2, give to the March of Dimes. It will gladden your heart. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
This program was produced and transcribed by Paul Phillips.
From Duffy's confronting harsh truths and hosting Hollywood hopefuls, to Irma's numerical romance, and Phil Harris's trip trouble, this episode of classic radio drama theater has certainly offered a fascinating mix. We hope you've been captivated by these tales. Which story left you the most entertained or intrigued? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to catch every new episode. Until next time, remember, the best radio drama brings worlds to life through sound alone.